What's good, and welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax, and good morning from Portland, Oregon in the United States of America. One of my subscribers flew me out here to meet him and talk some business and just kind of hang out. And tonight we're going to an NBA basketball game, the Trailblazers versus the Nuggets. It will be my first live NBA game, so I'm super excited. Hope you're well, guys. Hope you didn't miss me too much. I'm sure you didn't. So we're going to go over Bitcoin. I just want to quickly send my prayers to everyone in Ukraine. I haven't made a video since the invasion, and it's extremely heartbreaking what is going on right now. So sending my prayers to the Ukrainians and people around the world in support of Ukraine. All right, guys. So we're going to go over Bitcoin. Currently, we're sitting at 39,213. We're seeing a market cap of 741 billion. 24-hour volume, 18.56 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, you can sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app, and you can grab one of the incredible Visa cards for cashback in crypto, free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, travel incentives, depending on the level of card that you have. $25 just for signing up through my referral. Also sending my prayers to the people of Russia and those who are enlisted, who are fighting, and who are pretty much laying down their lives. So let's get into it. We're going to get into some news here. So Bitcoin has to flip this level to turn bullish. Will BTC price hit $45 this week? I think it should say 45,000. Crypto markets react to the global geopolitical event. Veteran trader Tone Hayes describes what has to happen for top digital asset Bitcoin to become bullish. So let's see what he has to say. So he says the weekly chart must rise above the short-term moving average, as well as the previous swing high of 44,000. We've been in a 3-month trend of setting lower highs and lower lows. So the analyst is not going to be bullish on Bitcoin until this pattern breaks out. He says Bitcoin will eventually break above this double top and break out above the double top with a vengeance. In a world of inflation and totalitarian governments taking your money, the longer Bitcoin is depressed below 65,000, the more severe the uptrend will be. So completely agree with him, guys. We can see the outpour of donations to Ukraine. We're going to get into a little article about that. A lot of Canadians had their banks frozen and they were using Bitcoin and Ethereum. So during these times of crisis, we're seeing the power of cryptocurrency. So let's jump into our next article here. So crypto donations pour in after Ukraine government asked for Bitcoin and Ethereum. 17 million raised so far. So Ukraine raised more than 17 million in cryptocurrency donations since Russia began its invasion. Over 10 million were donated directly to the crypto wallets posted by the Ukrainian government about 24 hours after the government solicited donations in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. So Elliptic further pointed out that crypto supports are not just donating cryptocurrencies to the Ukrainian government. People are also sending NFTs to the Ukrainian government's Ethereum account. One such NFT has a value of approximately $300, the firm wrote. And there was another article I was reading as well too. I believe there were Danish journalists were trying to get out of Ukraine and they couldn't buy a car because there was no money in the ATM, so they bought it with Bitcoin. So as I'm saying here, we're seeing the power of cryptocurrency during these times of crisis. So let's jump into the analysis. We're going to start here on the 4-hour time frame. Sorry guys, a little bit of lag here. So we had a beautiful bounce, guys. We had a beautiful bullish divergence. Russia invaded Ukraine right here, as many of you know, and we shot right back up. Beautiful bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. Now we did come all the way up to 40K, which is a major psychological level, and we did get rejected. We are currently holding the EMAs. Let's quickly look at the 1 hour here. So we do have a little bit of a bearish divergence. We were creating higher highs, as you can see here, lower highs on the RSI, as well as money is flowing out while we're trading sideways. So there's two scenarios, guys. We continue to consolidate and allow the money flow to come back down to the bottom section and then bounce back up and see the price push back up towards 40.8K, or the bearish divergence plays out and we see a little bit of sell-off here. So if that does happen and we do see a little bit of sell-off, there does look to be a little bit of support coming in about 36.7K, and then basically it's the previous low. However, guys, you can see we broke out of this falling wedge pattern and we've come all the way back to back test it and we bounce, which is a bullish indication. So we're going to pop over to the daily time frame. So a couple patterns to watch here on the daily. We do have that beautiful double bottom pattern. Well, I don't know if it's beautiful, middle, but it's kind of lopsided. And then we also have our inverse head and shoulders, which is still valid here. So basically, we need to see what Bitcoin's going to do here. We did get rejected once again by the 20 EMA, so we would have to push back above it rather quickly. We can see the money flow came all the way back down to the bottom section, and that is usually when you're going to see a bounce. So let's look at the weekly time frame, guys. So of course, we've been talking about our demand waves and the fact that we're still waiting on our wave 3. I do think that's a possibility, either that scenario or we see a dead cat bounce before rolling into a deeper and longer bear market. I have been talking about the Williams indicator that flashes green and has been very accurate for calling the bottoms on the weekly time frame, as well as the money flow being completely in the floor. So that does give us a good opportunity to bounce back to the upside as well. We are underneath the EMAs. As he was mentioning, the analyst, I believe his name was Tone, he was talking about the moving averages. We have the 21-week moving averages as well as the 50. Let me just quickly turn off the EMAs here. And I've been talking about the fact that if we are going to flip bullish once again, we do have to get back above those EMAs. So I wanted to show you guys the DXY, the dollar currency index. We can see here we came right up to the golden ratio with our Fibonacci. Oh, sorry guys, pulled from this previous high down to the swing low, and we got rejected pretty fiercely. You can see we shot up really quickly to the golden ratio, and then we got rejected, which is a bullish signal, guys, because if we do get rejected by the golden ratio, we can see a retracement for the DXY. And of course, most of us know the correlation. If the dollar is dropping, Bitcoin is rising. If the dollar is rising, Bitcoin is dropping. And we also have a bearish divergence here. You can see we're creating higher highs on the daily, lower highs on the daily RSI. So a little bit of confluence, guys, that we could get rejected here, and the DXY will see a bit of retracement to the downside, and we'll see a nice little pump for Bitcoin. Of course, if the DXY just pushes back above the golden ratio, holds it as support, that is bearish for Bitcoin. But if we look at the SPX, guys, the S&P 500, we can see a beautiful bullish divergence, and we know that Bitcoin moves with the stock market. Check this out, guys. Lower low while creating a higher low on the daily RSI, and not only on the S&P 500, but as well as on the Dow Jones, guys. We can see we created a lower low on the daily while creating a higher low on the RSI. So we're seeing bullish divergences on the daily chart with the stock market, guys, which is bullish for cryptocurrency. So we'll finish off the video here with BTC. As of right now, we're just waiting to see what's going to happen here. Are we going to break out and push higher, hold the EMAs on the 4-hour time frame? Hopefully that's what we see here. The money flow is back up towards the top section. If we start to come down and lose about 38.2K, I would expect us to come back down here to about 36.6K. But we have a bearish divergence on the DXY, as well as bullish divergence on the daily, on the S&P, as well as the Dow Jones, which are bullish signals for our friend Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market. So we'll see what happens, guys. That's it for this one. Shout out to the Discord, over 1,800 members. We have the DCA charts for the live trades on the channel, buy and take profit zones. If you're looking for entry, take profit areas. If you're looking to dollar cost average into your altcoins, as well as our members posting beautiful chart patterns and talking all things crypto. Price of a coffee, $3.50 USD. Really can't beat it. You can sign up to the Patreon. Sign up to Bybit if you want to trade with me, and I will see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.